Digital, now? Okay, folks, we'll go ahead and call the Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, February 6, 2026 to order. If you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, sure would appreciate it. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can we get a roll call, please?
Morielli,
Here.
Denham,
Here.
Kendrick, Hillis, Groman,
Here.
Dieger,
Here.
Ong,
Here.
Seitz, O'Day,
Here.
Fredrickson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Do we have anybody signed up for public speaking tonight?
No.
Then we'll move down to the regular agenda. The first item on the regular agenda is the minutes for the January 6, 2026 regular meeting. Have the commissioners had a chance to read them, and does anybody want to make any comments about them before we vote? In that case, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
Okay. Now call for a vote.
Morielli,
Yes.
Denham,
Yes.
Groman,
Here.
Dieger,
Yes.
Ong,
Yes.
O'Day,
Yes.
Fredrickson.
Yes.
Result of the vote, 7 votes yea, 0 nay. Motion carried.
The first item for public hearing is a request for a preliminary plat for the Branson Heights subdivision. The property is located at 1416 and 1420 West 76 Country Boulevard, Branson, Missouri, 65616. Going to get a motion to bring this item to the floor.
Oh, second.
We'll now open up the public hearing for this item. Would staff like to provide some information?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Commissioners, Alderwoman. Nice to see you all. So, yeah, tonight we have a public hearing for a request for a preliminary plat for Branson Heights subdivision. Applicant here tonight is Carl Finkenbinder on behalf of 76 at Fall Creek, LLC. The applicant's intent is to remodel the former Red Lion Inn into vacation condos for short-term rentals, also including retail, restaurant uses, and other amenities. This is a public hearing, so we advertised in the newspaper, a legal newspaper ad. We also mailed out the postcards to the folks within, or the property owners within 185 feet. Got some aerial imagery, west of 65 Interchange, south of 76, southeast corner of Fall Creek Road and West 76 Country Boulevard. Existing conditions, there are 2 addresses associated with both these parcels. 1416 is the vacant parcel that's got some remnants of a parking lot and trees. And then 1420 West 76 Country Boulevard is where the Red Lion is situated. Comprises about 5 buildings on that lot. Got some orthometric views from the north and the east, from the south and the west. Current zoning for the property is entertainment. Existing land use is a combination of lodging and vacant. This is our aerial with utilities. It does indicate there's, the green is sanitary sewer, the blue is water, public water. So why are we going through the major subdivision process for this? There really are 3 reasons that we're doing that. The property was originally platted in the early 1900s. Here's kind of an image of that original plat. It's from the 1900s. It's not the same formation, or streets are different. The 76 Boulevard was named Stanley Boulevard back then. So this really just cleans up the platting history for that property. The second reason is that this proposed development triggers a public water main extension, which is to meet the needs for the fire department. I think it's basically for those 2 back buildings back there. They do have public infrastructure plans in for review. That's going tandem with this major subdivision process. It's not working, but it's basically going vertical from 76 Country Boulevard all the way back into the lot to serve those 2 back buildings. The third reason for the major subdivision is that I believe the intent in the future is for this to be condoed out in a condo plat, and in order to submit a condo plat, there has to be a final plat in place. So Section 94-116 has 7 purposes for subdivisions. Staff does feel that these 7 purposes have been met. For example, to protect the health, safety, and general welfare of the city, ensure the provision of adequate public facilities and services. They're extending a public water main, they're including a new hydrant. Those are positive things. They're rehabbing this former closed vacant hotel, which I'm sure we're all familiar with the condition of that. In Section 94-8 in subdivisions, there are 11 criteria for review that the Planning Commission needs to consider, for approval to make their judgment on. The applicant has submitted, and it's in the staff packet, their response to those criteria, which staff feels like they're in compliance, and so does the applicant. So one thing I'd like to mention, this property, as you guys know, backs up to the Lakeside Forest Park to the west and to the south, and it goes all the way down to Taneycomo. So it's not required as part of this commercial subdivision, but the applicant has been very cooperative and has met with staff to explore the possibility of some connectivity of the trail systems in that park with this property. I think Mr. Finkenbinder might speak a little bit more to that, but we have had one meeting with planning staff and Parks Department, and I believe there's just going to be ongoing separate from this process. So with that, staff recommends approval of this request, and I believe Mr. Finkenbinder would like to speak to this.
Carl Finkenbinder for the applicant. Address is 800 State Highway 248, Suite 4A, Branson, Missouri. I won't try not to repeat what Jennifer already mentioned. She probably didn't feel comfortable sharing it, but I can. What it really is it's going to be a Margaritaville resort, and she is right, we'll eventually condo it, but as she alluded to earlier, we have to go through this process before we can do the condo and sell the units, but it'll give people the opportunity to buy and own a unit within a Margaritaville hotel. The old restaurant up front will be converted to an actual themed Margaritaville restaurant, a branded restaurant of one of their, probably won't be a Margaritaville, they have different brands, like the one on the landing is Land Shark, but this one I think is going to be what they call a 5 o'clock somewhere bar and grill. And then, of course, the amenity, which is in the middle, you can kind of see it laid out there. That will be completely rehabbed along with all 4 of the buildings. So when completed, it'll be about 100, just over 100 units. It'll look and function to the general public. It'll look like a hotel. So if you were driving through there, you wouldn't know who owns it or how it's owned. You'd go online and book it like you would a typical hotel. So that's how it'll look and function to the general public. And as she mentioned, we've currently submitted to the engineering, or to the department, the public main extension, and that's under review now. We got our comments back today, working through that. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to happy to answer it.
Anybody have any questions? Thank you, sir. Sounds like an exciting venture.
Well, thank you.
I just want to say thank you because it'll be nice to have that corner
Yeah.
looking really nice and inviting, so thank you
Yeah,
for submitting
we're
this
excited about
project.
it too. We think it'll definitely help out that corridor of the land. That should be one thing I mentioned. That's also one of the things we're working on. We'll, in addition to working with the city on the trail, we have every intention of connecting the trail system on the backside and then on the front. We'll give the, I'm talking to Matt, we'll give the beautification easement to the sidewalk and that, so we'll convey that over as well. I just got to work out some of the pieces of language, but we'll volunteer that as well. So,
Thank you. Now is the opportunity for the public to comment on this request. Anybody want to comment? Okay. Moving on. Would anybody else want to comment on it? Any commissioners? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, please consider if this item has met all necessary criteria as stated in Chapter 94 of the Branson Municipal Code. I will now entertain a motion to approve or deny the request for a preliminary plat for the Branson Heights subdivision for the properties located at 1416 and 1420 West 76 Country Boulevard, Branson, Missouri, 65616. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
A second?
Second.
Okay. Call for a vote?
And to clarify, this is a motion to approve the request?
Yes.
Okay. Roll call vote. Moriarty?
Yes.
Denham?
Yes.
Groman?
Yes.
Dieger?
Yes.
Ong?
Yes.
O'Day?
Yes.
Frederickson?
Yes.
Result of the vote, 7 votes yea, 0 nay. Motion carried.
Thank you. Do we have any staff reports for the commission tonight? Any of the commissioners have any reports they want to make? The next item on the agenda would be adjournment. Our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026 at 6 p.m. in the council chambers. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn the February 3rd, 2026 Planning Commission meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Now call for a vote.
Moriarty?
Yes.
Denham?
Yes.
Groman?
Yes.
Dieger?
Yes.
Ong?
Yes.
O'Day?
Yes.
Frederickson?
Yes.
Result of the vote, 7 votes yea, 0 nay. Motion carried at 6:11 p.m.
The meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.